Adoni withstood years of abuse until one fateful night when the violence ended her life prematurely. In the heart of a vibrant Yoruba village named Alife, lived Ayamide, a stunning young woman whose beauty and grace were known far and wide. Her skin glowed like polished ebony, and her eyes sparkled with an inner light. But beneath her calm exterior lay a deep-seated sorrow that few could fathom. Ayamide's mother, Adoni, had been a beacon of light in the village. Her laughter was infectious, and her wisdom was sought after by many. However, Adoni's life took a tragic turn when she was forced into a marriage with an influential but cruel man named Adebayo. The union, far from bringing joy, had brought immense pain and suffering. Adoni withstood years of abuse until one fateful night when the violence ended her life prematurely. Ayamide, then just a child, had witnessed her mother's torment and her untimely demise. From that day, Ayamide swore never to marry. She could not bear the thought of suffering the same fate as her beloved mother. The villagers were puzzled by her resolve, for in their eyes, marriage was a sacred institution, a bridge between families, and a means of continuing the lineage. As Ayamide grew older, her beauty became even more striking. Suitors from near and far came to Alife, hoping to win her hand in marriage. Each brought gifts of great value, gold, fine fabrics, and even livestock, hoping to impress Ayamide and her family. Despite the gifts and the persistent pleas, Ayamide remained steadfast in her decision. Her father, Olumide, a respected elder in the village, was both proud and worried. He understood Ayamide's pain but also knew the societal expectations that weighed heavily upon them. Marriage was not just a union of two people, it was a bond that connected families and strengthened community ties. Olumide hoped that in time, Ayamide would find it in her heart to forgive the past and embrace the future. One evening, as the sun set and the village prepared for nightfall, Olumide sat with Ayamide under the baobab tree that stood proudly in their compound. The tree had witnessed countless family gatherings and held memories of happier times. Ayamide, my jewel, Olumide began gently, I understand your fear and pain. But life must move forward. Not all men are like Adebayo. There are kind men, gentlemen, who would treat you with the love and respect you deserve. Ayamide looked into her father's eyes, seeing the pain reflected there. Baba, I cannot forget what happened to Mama. I cannot risk the same fate. Marriage, it terrifies me. Olumide sighed deeply. Your mother's spirit lives within you. She was strong, and so are you. But strength also means facing your fears and finding a way to live beyond them. You deserve happiness, Ayamide. My daughter, Adoni said, her voice like a gentle breeze, you must not let my past imprison your future. Love, when true, is the greatest gift. Do not fear it, but seek it with an open heart. Ayamide awoke with tears streaming down her face. The dream was so real, so powerful. It felt as though her mother had truly spoken to her. For the first time in years, she felt a glimmer of hope. The annual festival of Orisa was approaching, a time of celebration and honoring the deities that watched over Alife. The festival was filled with music, dance, and vibrant displays of culture. It was also a time when young men and women met and formed bonds that often led to marriage. Ayamide decided to participate in the festival this year. She had always loved the festivities but had kept herself distant in recent years. This time, she felt a need to reconnect with her roots and her community. As the festival day arrived, the village was adorned with decorations. Women dressed in bright, colorful iro and buba, men in flowing agbadas, and children in miniature versions of traditional attire. The air was filled with the rhythm of drums and the sweet aroma of traditional foods being prepared. During the festival, Ayamide noticed a stranger among the crowd. He was tall, with a regal bearing, and dressed in a simple but elegant agbada. His eyes met hers across the dancing circle, and for a moment, it felt as though the world stood still. The stranger, whose name was Aditokombo, was a trader who had recently come to Alife. He had heard of the festival and decided to experience the rich culture of the Yoruba people. Aditokombo was immediately captivated by Ayamide's beauty and grace. As the evening wore on, their paths crossed again. Aditokombo introduced himself, and they spent the night talking about their lives, dreams, and fears. Ayamide found herself opening up to him in a way she had not done with anyone before. Over the next few days, Ayamide and Aditokombo spent a lot of time together. They explored the village, sharing stories and learning from each other. Aditokombo was fascinated by Ayamide's knowledge of Yoruba traditions and her passion for her culture. One evening, as they walked along the riverbank, Aditokombo asked Ayamide about her reluctance to marry. She hesitated but decided to share her mother's story. Aditokombo listened with empathy, understanding the depth of her pain. Ayamide, he said softly, I cannot change the past, but I can promise that not all men are the same. Love should be a source of joy, not sorrow. Your mother's story is tragic, but it does not have to define your future. Word of Ayamide's connection with Aditokombo reached the village elders. They were pleased that she was opening her heart but were also cautious. They called a council meeting to discuss the matter, inviting Ayamide and Aditokombo to share their intentions. The elders, dressed in elaborate traditional robes and adorned with beads and other cultural artifacts, listened intently as Ayamide and Aditokombo spoke. They were impressed by Aditokombo's respect for Yoruba culture and his genuine affection for Ayamide. However, the elders emphasized the importance of family and community approval in any union. They decided to observe the couple further before giving their blessing, ensuring that Ayamide's fears were fully addressed and that Aditokombo's intentions were honorable. The elders devised a series of tasks for Aditokombo to prove his worthiness and genuine intentions. These tasks were rooted in Yoruba tradition and values, testing his knowledge, strength, and commitment to Ayamide and the community. Aditokombo accepted the challenge with humility and determination. He participated in traditional rites, demonstrated his skills in various tasks, and showed his willingness to integrate into the community. Throughout the process, Ayamide watched, her heart filled with both hope and fear. The tasks were grueling but fair, designed to test Aditokombo's character. As he completed each task, he earned the respect of the villagers and the elders, slowly dispelling their doubts. As Aditokombo proved himself through the elders' tasks, Ayamide began to see him in a new light. His dedication and respect for her culture and family touched her deeply. She found herself reconsidering her stance on marriage. One evening, Ayamide visited her mother's grave, seeking guidance. She spoke aloud, expressing her fears and the conflict in her heart. As she stood there, a gentle breeze rustled the leaves, and she felt a sense of peace wash over her. Ayamide realized that her mother would want her to find happiness and not be bound by the past. She decided to give herself a chance at love, believing that Aditokombo might be the one to help her heal and build a new future. These initial chapters set the stage for somebody's journey of healing, love, and the challenges she faces as she navigates her past and embraces the possibility of a new future. The story will continue to explore her relationship with Aditokombo, the community's response, and the cultural significance of their union. Each chapter will delve deeper into their lives, the traditions of the Yoruba people, and the universal themes of love, loss, and resilience. The ritual took place in the sacred grove, a serene place surrounded by ancient trees, and adorned with traditional carvings and offerings. Ayamide and Aditokombo, dressed in their finest traditional attire, were accompanied by the village elders and their families. The priestess, an elderly woman with an aura of wisdom and calm, began the ceremony with prayers and chants. She invoked the spirits of the ancestors, asking them to look favorably upon Ayamide and Aditokombo. As the ceremony progressed, Ayamide felt a sense of connection with her heritage and her mother's spirit, feeling their presence and support. With the ancestors' blessing secured, the village prepared for a grand celebration to honor Ayamide and Aditokombo's union. The celebration was not just a wedding but a reaffirmation of the community's values and traditions. The village square was transformed into a vibrant tapestry of colors and sounds. Women in brightly colored iro and buba, men in agbadas, and children in traditional outfits filled the space. There were stalls with delicious traditional foods, musicians playing drums and flutes, and dancers performing energetic routines. Ayamide and Aditokombo, adorned in their wedding attire, were the center of attention. Ayamide wore an intricately designed asuk, a traditional Yoruba fabric, with elaborate beadwork, while Aditokombo wore a matching agboda. They participated in various traditional rites, symbolizing their commitment to each other and their community. As Ayamide settled into her new life with Aditokombo, she often thought of her mother. She realized that honoring her mother's legacy meant more than remembering her suffering, it meant embracing the strength and resilience that Adoni had embodied. Ayamide decided to start a women's group in the village, dedicated to empowering women and ensuring that no one would suffer as her mother had. The group would provide support, education, and resources, helping women to build independent lives and make informed choices. With Aditokombo's support, Ayamide's initiative gained momentum. Women from all over the village joined, sharing their stories and supporting each other. The group became a pillar of strength in Alife, a testament to the enduring spirit of Ayamide and her mother. Life in the village was not without its challenges. Ayamide and Aditokombo faced their share of trials, both personal and communal. There were times of drought, disputes within the community, and the everyday struggles of life. However, their bond grew stronger with each challenge. They supported each other through difficult times, drawing strength from their love and the support of their community. Ayamide's leadership in the women's group and Aditokombo's role in the village council helped them navigate these trials. Their ability to overcome adversity together became an inspiration to others in the village. Ayamide and Aditokombo's story was a testament to the power of love, resilience, and community. The village rejoiced when Ayamide and Aditokombo welcomed their first child, a baby girl they named Adura, meaning new prayer. The birth of Adura was a symbol of new beginnings and hope for the future. The naming ceremony was a grand event, with the entire village coming together to celebrate. Traditional songs and dances filled the air, and elders offered blessings for the newborn. Ayamide felt an overwhelming sense of fulfillment as she held her daughter, knowing that she was creating a future filled with love and promise. Adura's birth marked the beginning of a new chapter, not just for Ayamide and Aditokombo, but for the entire community. She represented the blending of the past and the future, a living testament to the strength and resilience of our family and culture. Years passed, and Ayamide's life was filled with joy and fulfillment. One day, a visitor arrived in Alife, a woman from Aditokombo's past. Her name was Ifeoma, and she was an old friend and a former lover. Her arrival stirred memories and emotions, not just for Aditokombo but for Ayamide as well. Ifeoma was a successful trader and had traveled extensively. She had returned to Alife to reconnect with her roots and her old friend. Her presence brought a mix of nostalgia and tension. Aditokombo assured Ayamide of his unwavering love, but Ayamide couldn't help but feel a twinge of insecurity. Ayamide decided to confront her feelings head-on. She invited Ifeoma to her home, wanting to understand her better. Over a meal, they talked about their lives, their dreams, and their journeys. Ayamide realized that Ifeoma was not a threat but a reminder of the paths not taken. As Ayamide and Ifeoma spent more time together, they developed a bond of sisterhood. Ifeoma joined Ayamide's women's group, sharing her experiences and offering new perspectives. Her stories of resilience and adventure inspired many women in the village. Ifeoma's presence enriched the group, bringing fresh ideas and energy. Ayamide admired Ifeoma's strength and independence, qualities that resonated deeply with her. They became close friends, supporting each other in their respective endeavors. The bond of sisterhood between Ayamide and Ifeoma strengthened the women's group, making it a formidable force in the village. Their unity and mutual respect demonstrated the power of collaboration and friendship. As the village of Alife continued to evolve, new challenges arose. Modern influences began to seep into the traditional way of life. Some villagers welcomed the change, while others resisted it, fearing the loss of their cultural identity. Ayamide and Aditokombo found themselves at the center of this debate. They believed in progress but were determined to preserve their heritage. They organized community meetings to discuss how to integrate modern practices without compromising their traditions. The discussions were heated, but through patience and dialogue, a consensus began to form. The village decided to embrace change while holding on to their cultural values, creating a harmonious blend of old and new. The annual Harvest Festival was a time of celebration and gratitude in Alife. It marked the end of the farming season and the beginning of a period of rest and reflection. The entire village participated in the festivities, which included music, dance, feasting, and traditional rituals. Ayamide and Aditokombo played prominent roles in the festival. Ayamide led the women in preparing a feast, showcasing the rich culinary heritage of the Yoruba people. Aditokombo coordinated the cultural performances, ensuring that the younger generation understood and appreciated their traditions. The festival was a vibrant display of unity and culture. It was a time for the villagers to come together, celebrate their achievements, and reaffirm their connection to the land and each other. One day, a man arrived in the village, seeking forgiveness. It was Adibeo, the man who had caused Adoni suffering. He was old and frail, his once intimidating presence now diminished by the passage of time. Adibeo approached Ayamide with a heavy heart, seeking redemption for his past sins. Ayamide was taken aback, her emotions a turbulent mix of anger, sorrow, and confusion. She struggled with the idea of forgiving the man who had caused her mother so much pain. After much reflection and counsel from her father and Aditokombo, Ayamide decided to face Adibeo. She listened to his plea, saw the remorse in his eyes, and found it in her heart to forgive. It was not for his sake, but for her own peace and healing. The act of forgiveness brought Ayamide a profound sense of peace. She felt a weight lift off her shoulders, and her heart opened even more to the possibilities of love and happiness. Her relationship with Aditokombo flourished, and they continued to build a life filled with purpose and joy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments, like, and subscribe for more. Thanks.